Welcome to Ellis B. Feaster's Radio Air Check and Classic TV channel.
Sing to me, Mama. We're just about out of here now. I'd like to remind you that the prizes were courtesy of the Westbury Music Fair. On tomorrow's show, we'll tell you where you can get a good deal on some slightly used extended wear contact lenses. And we're going to tell you the difference between an orgasm and a heart attack. I want to thank my ace producer, Rodney Bell, is there, my crackerjack engineer, Bruce Leonard, and the beautiful Judy DeAngelis and her lovely flamingos. I'm Ray Dariano. You take care of yourself, and I'll take care of mine, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. New York afternoon. Oh, what a lovely feeling grooving on a New York afternoon. New York afternoon, New York afternoon, New York afternoon.
This is News on the Hour from 66 WNBC, New York.
I'm Judy DeAngelis. Here's what's happening at 2 p.m. She may be Ed Koch's warm, close personal friend, but Bess Meyerson is no longer the city's Cultural Affairs Commissioner. WNBC instant weather from the National Weather Service. Partly sunny and mild this afternoon. Clear tonight, the low dropping down to 40, but that's okay because it's going to be sunny and 65 degrees tomorrow. It's even going to be warmer on Saturday, but it's not going to be sunny. It is currently 54 degrees, and that's what's happening. I'm Judy DeAngelis, WNBC News.
15-year-old tax preparer, huh?
Yeah. Would you trust a 15-year-old
Yeah, I want a
tax
15-year-old kid to do my tax returns. When they say number 2 or softer, they mean crayon, not pencil.
Yeah. But you see, it's great. They can't prosecute him. You just want, hey, 15-year-old kid did my
Right.
taxes.
It's a minor. We can't take him to court, so... But also, I don't think I'd like the idea of having someone do my taxes who didn't know that Paul McCartney was in the group before Wings.
That's true.
I think that would be very difficult.
That's very true, too.
Well, nice to see you, Judy, and thank you very much for warming them up.
You're more than welcome.
The warm-up show. Mm-hmm. We're the Dave Sims warm-up show. We have a good show today. Is our guest here yet?
Not yet.
Who is your guest today?
We don't have a show today.
Who's your guest
Would
today?
you mind not leaving for a while?
No.
Graham Chapman of Monty Python.
I love him. I met him once. He's a wonderfully funny man.
Yeah, and he was on Live at 5 yesterday, so he should be somewhere near the building. We get all the guests from every other show in the building.
Well, that's okay. Steal where you can.
And who else do we have? We have people from the circus. We have a contortionist from the Ringling Brothers Circus.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, and I wonder what he can do to himself. So we'll, can we go into those Craft-O-Matic chairs in the studio? It'd be kind of interesting to see what kind of things he can do and maybe teach us, so should have been here yesterday. And who else do we have? Elvis impersonators, a guy named Lee Elvis. Now, is that his birth certificate name? That's what I'm curious about. Lee Elvis will be here, and Ron Allen, they're Elvis impersonators. Mm-hmm. There's a female Elvis impersonators, because we're an equal opportunity show.
Isn't that nice?
I think she left the business when she couldn't grow sideburns, so we'll do that later today as well. So that all is coming up as soon as we can think of what to say next. Yeah. Thank you, Judy. And what time is it? Oh, it's 2:07 on WNBC.
Hi, I'm Imus for the morning. Join me, my friend Charles McCord, Don Cricky with sports, and Roz Frank with traffic reports tomorrow morning on 66 WNBC, New York.
NBC 66 WNBC. Place to go in the afternoon. I got a place to go. Yeah. Get to the radio. It's the afternoon. I gotta get to the radio. Yeah. Alan
I'll tell you, quite frankly, I'm getting tired of this afternoon show, and the way my career has been going, it's almost time for me to accept another job, so I don't know how much longer I've got left here. We did the overnight show for 6 weeks, at the end of our second week here in the afternoons, and I think it's time for something fresh and new and different. So I'll be accepting job offers. We did get a lot of job offers for Peter Holm. I wonder what kind of job offers I could get if I just got on the air and said I was looking for work. It'd be kind of interesting, wouldn't it?
For what?
Yeah. So I wonder if anybody's got any openings. Quite frankly, on 5 hours a day, I have nights free, I have mornings free, and I just wonder what else might be available.
McDonald's.
Well, maybe that's not exactly what I had in mind. First of all, my complexion's too good for that. But, so I wonder if you have any openings. It's time for me to make a career change, I think. And you can call now. We can do some open phones because our guest, it'll be a little late. Graham Chapman of Monty Python will be here momentarily. In the meantime, we can talk to you at 247-8666. Bob Guccione Jr. will be here this afternoon. Did you hear that dominatrix we had? Yeah, that was wild. We had a dominatrix on yesterday, and we took calls from men who wanted to come and be humiliated, but none of them showed up. We offered a couple of them a chance to come down to the studio, and none of them, maybe they got scared off. Perhaps they were wimps.
I couldn't believe when she was spanking that other girl.
Well, that was kind of scary because she brought in a slave girl with her, and she started spanking the girl she brought in. The girl she brought with her wouldn't answer questions, and when I asked the girl a question, the dominatrix would spank her and pull her by the hair and try to make her answer. And I had to stop asking the girl questions because I was afraid there'd be bloodshed in the studio. Felt like I was in Beirut. So, it got kind of scary. So if you have any job openings, give me a call, 247-8666. The other thing we can talk about here, have you found that you see that Elvis has a new love child?
No, I didn't.
Then you don't read USA Today, one of the finer newspapers. Because if you read this paper, we don't live in America. Oh, you didn't bring me that section. You didn't bring me the section that had that in it. We don't live in America. We live in the USA. No, you didn't bring me the entertainment section. Because according to there's now Desiree Presley is the new love child of Elvis, and there's a new book coming out that talks about Elvis's lifelong affair with a girl he met when they were both 15, and she would never marry Elvis because she felt that marrying him would hurt his career because of things that would come out about her past. So she refused to marry Elvis, but she, with Elvis, did have a child who is now about 27 years old, Desiree Presley. I'm surprised it surfaced now because if your name is Presley, I would think you would have by now asked the question whether you're related or not. So Elvis conducted a long and secret love affair and fathered a child that he never saw, according to a soon-to-be-published book, Are You Lonesome Tonight? The Untold Story of Elvis Presley's One True Love, and the child he never knew. You always hear these stories about people claiming to be relatives. So another thing we'd like to do, in addition to taking job openings, I wonder if we have listeners who might be love children.